Hello guys, what's up? It's the Brony Craft. I need to transform me. Okay, now that I have been transformed into a pony, let's talk about this topic which has to deal with ponies. In the episode, the one where Pinky knows, it was announced that Princess Canes's shining armor would be having a foal. About freaking time. It's been like, what, 3 years since I got married? Okay, so anyways, this episode raised one question from me. Could MLP pull off a story as mature as the stages of pregnancy? Because this isn't like the cakes where they didn't announce that they were going to have a kid. They announced that they were going to be having a kid. So, will they be pulling off the pregnancy storyline, or will they do what they did with baby cakes? And if you know what I think about baby cakes, and you don't know, it was an awful episode, end of story, moving on. So, let's ask one question about that. What is My Little Pony Friendship is Magic? Well, it's a show aimed at young kids. Not only that, more specifically, young girls. Pay attention to that. Young girls. And they also have to be careful with how they write this, for all the soccer moms out there that want to protect their kids from reality. So how could they do this? Well, Hasbro, DXX, and the whole writing staff of Friendship is Magic can ask themselves 3 questions. 1. How was the baby conceived? This question is the most important one, because as a little kid, you have to be careful with how you write this stuff, because you can't just say what it is, because you don't want kids being traumatized for life. So, and with all those overprotective parents, you gotta be really careful, because they'll pick out any small detail. They could use a story, but that's overdone. And you obviously can't use the real reason because of obvious reasons, mostly being that this is a kid's show. So in my opinion, they would either not mention it or just make up an excuse like they did with baby cakes. So, when did it happen? I have nothing much to say about this, other than, judging by the episode, it seems like in the past week or so, they knew they were going to have a baby. That's all I have to say about that. How will the baby be born? Now, this is another very important question, because, like I said, with little kids, you don't want to traumatize them, but then again, you don't want to dumb down the episodes, because, you know, there are episodes like Dragon Shy, and they just don't talk down to the audience. They say it like it is. But with a pregnancy storyline, you gotta be very careful with little kids, because you don't want kids picking it up and just kind of trying it, if you get my drift. So, that's all I have to say about that. And like I said about the baby being born, very important question. They could say they adopted it, but, you know, still, that doesn't seem very plausible, especially saying that they said they were gonna have a kid themselves. It could be born in an episode, like what they did with the baby cakes, where it happened off screen, and you already know what happened. Or you can just do that, and that's a good way to avoid this problem. So, let's talk about the other controversial thing about this episode. A lot of people are scared about the fact that Princess Canes in Shining Armor will be having a foal, mostly because of the fact of the name of the child. So a lot of the fandom has thought the name would be Skyla, because in the merchandise, which you don't go by for obvious reasons, Skyla is the child of Shining Armor and Cadence, but we never go by the toys, like I said, because of reasons. As far as the question raised, can MLP do a pregnancy story? In my opinion, yes, they can. However, they have to be very careful with what they write, because if you are not careful, you can find yourself in a ratings trap. And if you want to know how not to write a pregnancy, look at the episode Fart Baby for Sanjay and Craig. So, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you want to see more videos like this one, not my reactions, but like this kind of analysis type of thing, I'm kind of testing this type of format out, you can hit that red button down there. And if you want to see more reactions, you can suggest me reaction videos below, and yeah, as always guys, I'll see y'all later. Peace out. Transform me back, please.